Hi there, and welcome to another Lab News video breakdown. My name is Matthew Partridge from Errant Science, and I'll be taking you through a selection of the latest promotional videos from lab suppliers and service companies. First up today, a video from the Royal Society of Chemistry. Now, full disclosure, Errant Science has worked with the Royal Society of Chemistry on many occasions, and my ability to give impartial feedback on their video may be clouded by my experience of them all being really wonderful people to work with. Luckily for me, them being wonderful people to work with is kind of the point of their video, which gives each of their editorial board members space to explain their particular focus, be it helping early career researchers or capturing key research developments. The whole video is really nicely put together with soothing music and voiceovers from each editor, and this lovely world map. The world map, I have to say, is my favourite part, as it makes me feel like I'm watching a Bond movie and Q is showing me the locations of all the scientists in the world that Daniel Craig has to save in order to foil a surprisingly dark and gritty plot. But the map does nicely highlight where in the world the editorial board are from, and I guess where they are if you ever want to go see them. Although I would recommend meeting them outside their labs. I have drawn too many cartoons of chemistry to be willing to get within splash range, no matter how thick the safety goggles are. Now, Teknomek are back with another video, which goes with an infographic recently put together in Laboratory News. Teknomek are a specialist supplier of high-grade furniture for use in labs, clean rooms, and scientific settings in general. The particular focus on finding places that microbes and contamination can hide in a lab and design furniture that eliminates these risk areas. Essentially, their approach is to make furniture easier to clean and, by design, less likely to get contaminated in the first place. I think the last time I did this, I lamented that I wish they also designed home furniture given their approach to reducing cleaning. I'd really like to reiterate that request. I realise it's less important than labs, but I'd personally kill for a dining room table that was resistant to small child applied grime, especially since I learnt from Teknomek's infographic that the average human loses 10 grams of skin a day. Teknomek's video is very short, and it's meant as an illustration for the infographic, highlighting the areas in a changing room and then on to a clean room that they provide solutions for. I should say that, like last time, Teknomek's video doesn't have any sound. I guess Teknomek's really are great believers in visual effects and their products. Although I am putting it out there now that I would be very happy to provide voiceover work or even funky tunes. And guess who else is back? That's right, INTEGRA for the 4th time featuring in the Lab News Breakdown. I do hope they keep coming back because of my excellent discussion of their videos and not because they think we operate a reward scheme. I'm really sorry, INTEGRA, but your 5th video breakdown won't be free, but I could throw in some free stickers for you instead. For this breakdown, INTEGRA are showing off their Assist Plus automated pipette system. Now, I could talk about this video for frankly hours. There is so much to go through here, and I'm going to have to skip over the eye twitch I got every time the video said pipette instead of pipette, and not even mention the researcher with their hair down, swishing all over the top of their samples. Instead, we're going to start with a dramatic reveal. Opening your video with computer-generated effects like that is a really strong start, I've got to say. I mean, it's not as good as the effects we have in our videos, but it's really nice to see them trying. From this strong start, they go on to show how the system works, what you can program it to do. One of the interesting features of the Assist Pipette, for example, is that you can load pipette tips automatically, but it weirdly only takes them in neat, organised rows. Now, anyone who has spent hours of pipetting knows that at least 90% of the job is choosing the strange pattern of tips you're going to use from the box. My personal choice is, unsurprisingly, making smiley faces. Hopefully in future versions, they'll update the program to allow for pipette tip box art. The rest of the video shows a range of common use cases and even some more advanced controls. If you're at all interested in automatic pipettes, it's really well worth a watch, and I think the best review I can give it is wow! Lastly, we have Estelle Bio. Estelle Bio specialise in making effluent decontamination systems, or EDS, which, more simply put, are systems for making sure that whatever is put down the lab sink is not going to kill, mutate, or overexcite the local flora and fauna. Given how many safety data sheets have down the sink with lots of water as their safe disposal suggestion, these are systems that I think most labs need. In their video, Estelle Bio are specifically showing off their range of sinks. I have to say, the long list of stuff I would have thought I was going to one day speak about, high-tech sinks is not one of them, and nor is sinks that require an emergency stop button. The video does explain that the water is taken from the sink waste and put through several stages to ensure that all the waste is steamed and sterilised before it's released into the main lab, ensuring that any genetic, bacterial or fungal friends trying to go on an adventure into the wastewater system have their journey cut short. And all that sterilisation is done without chemicals, sterilants or disinfectants, which is good for the environment and good for anyone else that's ever had to handle some of those horrible chemicals. That's all we have for you this time. If any of those videos look interesting, then you can find them at the links below and in our newsletter. I hope you've enjoyed this video breakdown, and if you have, please like and subscribe, and if you've got any comments, please leave your thoughts below. We'll be back with another video breakdown soon, but until then, stay safe.